lot of booths, a lot of stuff to shoot. It's nice to see a whole bunch of familiar beers. The Battle Arms Development OIP Gen 2 at an amazing 3.8 pounds.
Hey guys, Mike here, CMMG Industry Day at the Range SHOT Show 2018. And what I've got here in my hands is our 9mm Guard. The Guard was something we released in 2017 early on in the 45, and then we went ahead and decided to have a little fun and let's get it in the 9mm. Take standard Glock magazines, no matter how small it is, or if you want to go up to the big drums or 33 rounders, is what it ships with. So what we've got here is just basically pistol caliber carbine. We've got it in a variety of sizes from 16 down to pistols and PDWs and even NFA items. What we've got though is 8-inch barrel, 7-inch handguard, Glock fed magazines, nice beefy oversized magazine release, and then the things that really make this unique to us is our operating system. So we've got a couple things that are patent pending here. When we break this guy open, one of the first things you're going to see is our last round hold open mechanism. So the last round hold open, it actually will engage with any standard Glock magazine. So as the follower comes up and simply pushes against that, we've actually have this dual pinned linkage that lifts up on your standard bolt catch. The nice thing about that is, like I said, it is a standard bolt catch. We don't have lighter springs or anything of that sort in there. So whatever your standard mil-spec parts, if you ever had to replace something, would work just fine. That last round's going to come up, it is going to push on that guy, and then it's just simply going to lock that round open for you. Now, the other thing that is awesome about this guy is our new bolt carrier group. So what we've got here is this is our radial delayed blowback. So for those of you that are familiar with the standard 9mm carbines and AR-15s, you're used to a big, heavy blowback bolt. You'll notice this thing is actually pretty slim. It's about like the standard AR-15 M16 bolt carrier. Where we've got our new system is actually, if you see these chamfers right here on the back side of this bolt, that is part of our radial delay blowback. So this bolt has some spring tension against it, but what this does is, as you have the round actually start to fire, it starts to push back on the bolt. As it starts to push back, it slowly starts to unlock, and the pivot pin actually absorbs a little bit of that shock, and it makes it rotate. Once all that rotates, that is enough force that has been bled off of that bolt to then allow it to reciprocate like you would see on your standard blowback system. So, a lot lighter system, and with having this much lighter of a system, it just makes for so much smoother, so much lighter recoiling gun, and it's all just from that little bit of bleed off right there. The other cool thing is our buffer and tube is standard AR-15, so we don't have to do the traditional 9mm buffer. You don't have to run an H buffer or anything like that. But if you want to run a plus P round, or if you want to run suppressed or something, we do offer our action tuning kit, which is a set of 3 different size weights. You can actually insert into the back of the bolt carrier group, put a roll pin in there to hold it in place, and tune it to your specific application. So that's our Guard in a nutshell. Here's our new Mark IV DTR2 and 224 Valkyrie. So we've got a standard AR-15 lower platform, but this bad boy is chambered in the new 224 Valkyrie by Federal. This thing starts out, we've got the muzzle in here, we've got our SB muzzle brake. So when you want to get these rounds to stay on target and get the fast follow-up shots, that's going to keep you on target really good. And we've got our 24-inch 416 stainless steel barrel that has been salt bath nitrided. Handguard, free floated. Now once we get down into the receiver, we've got a few new things here too. So we do have your standard mag pull furniture as far as your trigger guard, as far as your pistol grip. But with the Valkyrie, we've started doing a couple things. We actually started running an ambi safety on this particular option, so that those long range shooters, no matter which hand you are, we got you set up to go. We've also got our new ambi larger charging handle latch. So this is going to help you when you got a big optic on there, get a good grasp on that thing. Right or left-handed, we've got you covered. And then we follow it up with our MAXX TRS3 buttstock on there, so you can adjust the comb, adjust the length of pole, get this thing set up, and get those long-range targets out there.
Too easy, huh?
Notice we're going to handle forward, handle magazine release as well. You also have a Zenith 5.56, similar to the HK93, but definitely a little bit more modernized. Oversized handle as well.
My name's Tom with IWI. I'm the National Law Enforcement Sales Manager. This is the TS-12 shotgun, and it's a bullpup shotgun, as you probably just figured out. It is a gas-operated system, and the unique thing about the platform is it's got 3 tubes underneath. When you push the lever underneath, when you load it and you turn it, as soon as it turns the loaded tube, even though the bolt's back, it will automatically drop around onto the carrier and load it for you. It's kind of a unique thing. It's 15 rounds total of 2 3/4 inch, potentially. So you can load 5 rounds in each tube. It's got 2 loading ports, one on the right, obviously one on the left. And you can load those at any time. It's up to you. You don't have to load one and turn it. You can turn the tube both directions too. So if you're right or left-handed, it's up to you which way you want to rotate the tube. It does have a choke system in it. The thread pitch is designed for Beretta Benelli chokes. So if you want to change out what's in it to something else, you can do that. All the controls, the ejection port cover, the charging handle, the safety, can all be reversed to the opposite side. So you can take this shotgun with only one punch. You have to take the extractor out and reverse it over when you take it apart. But you can have it eject right or eject left. That's up to you. It weighs about 8 pounds. It's about 28 inches overall length. It is a 18.5 inch actual barrel inside it. Put whatever optics you want. This is all M-lock on the side, Picatinny rail on top. This is the TS-12 12-gauge shotgun. MSRP about $13.99. We're trying to get it out by first quarter. That's the objective. And this is the TAVOR 7. So the TAVOR 7 is a 308 bullpup. It's roughly 1/2 inch, a little bit more than 1/2 inch longer than the original SAR or the X95, the commercially available version. That's a 16.5 inch cold hammer forged barrel. It's a 1 in 12 twist. Down the road that may change. We may have a longer barrel with a different twist rate, but that's what we're offering it in right now. All the features that you see on it are, it looks like a SAR, but it's got some X95 things sprinkled in with it. The magazine release is just like an X95. The charging handle location is here, but everything's different after that. Instead of having a 90-degree throw in the safety, it's a 45-degree throw. So when it's ambidextrous and you press it, it's not going to interfere with your grip as you're taking the safety off. If you have two legs, long legs on a safety, that will happen. You can take the pistol grip off and put a X95 pistol grip on it, so you don't have to have the cutlass. You can change the panels as well. Something that's unique about it, though, is you'll notice I had it in the notch. I don't have to lock it back with the bolt catch. If I want to pull it to the rear and lift up and lock it kind of like an HK, I can do it. All of the controls on this can be reversed from left to right with the use of a bullet tip. That's it. You don't need to have anything else. I can change the ejection of it. The ejection port covers, I literally take the brass deflector, pull forward, close that door, pull rearward, close that, open that door up. Now I have the left ejection port open. I pull the bolt out, pull the cam pin out, rotate the bolt out, stick the cam pin back in. Now it's left eject. The charging handle, you pull it between these two tabs and you can rotate it through the body and change the charging handle location. It doesn't take but a second to do that. And let me demonstrate that real quick so you can kind of see that happen. So you lock it back using the bolt catch, pull the charging handle to the rear, you start to turn it right there. You take a 308 round, push the detent, the handle actually comes out. Push this the rest of the way through, rotate it over, take the charging handle itself, and guess what? You just reverse the charging handle. So this can all be done in the field in about 2 minutes. Convert the whole thing from left to right, right to left.
You have the American Tactical 410 gauge shotgun. We're shooting American Tactical slugs. Relatively light recoil. Very impressive. In the industry, Brownells is giving the most attention to retro rifles. And what you see here is absolutely incredible iteration of a Model 01. You have the triangular charging handle, slab side. You also have the original kind of arc pivot pin that's removable. Take a look at the duck-bill flash suppressor, the green furniture, and the waffle magazine. You really couldn't get much more attention to detail than what you've got here. You can also see that the receivers are starting to get more of a charcoal feel, which a lot of you guys have been asking for. So we're going to try 2 different rifles here. We're going to try this one first. You also want to take a look at the Brownells chrome bolt carrier group in it as well. This is a slab side. This is another thing that Brownells is offering, is both the chrome with and without forward assist serrations. It is my favorite model of all the M16s ever produced, the XM16E1. Notice the partial magazine fence. You also notice the chrome bolt carrier group, 3-prong flash suppressor, forward assist. And again, I have a lot of rifles in the history. I absolutely love them, but this of all models has been my favorite. XM177 is known by the use of the forward assist. This was the Army model, XM177, the Air Force model without the forward assist. That was the one that was done for the Sante Raider, Raider that they carried. I particularly like this one over the XM177 because that was from our Army, what the Army used. If you notice basically you have the monitoring on here, it's on a grenade launcher. You have the extended flash suppressor. It has the look of a moderator. You have the original, original handguards, round handguards. Put a few rounds through them too. Yeah. People call them.
Alright, so
break it down for you a little bit too. There you go. So that's what truly sets it aside from any other like tilt fire, the barrel lugs. What else we have here? If you notice, the sear is horizontal instead of vertical. So anything that they could do to get the gun as low as possible, they did. Even tilting or slanting the ejector. What's really cool about that too, on the magazine here.
that's your card.
Notice.
This one?
You do have this locked in. And that goes back to get that extra round. That next round is sitting right in front of it. I mean, there's a little ramp down there, but you don't even need that. It's the round goes right in. I'm not saying this won't ever, it's a manufactured product, so I won't say it won't ever fail, but we did everything we possibly could to limit that.